I, me, personally, I feel like I I sometimes treat Sony's Marvel properties the same way I treat a lot of DC's properties, where I'm not one of those fans that has lost all hope. I have not given up hope on Sony's Marvel movies, not altogether. Um, I like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I do. I really enjoyed the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm in the minority about a lot of Sony movies, man, as far as the Marvel ones go. I liked Venom. It was okay. I think the trailer showcased something, and we just got a really by the numbers, basic ass anti-hero comic book movie altogether. Venom should have been rated R. That was one thing. It wasn't anything Tom Hardy necessarily did wrong as Eddie Brock for me. I just feel like everything else didn't really fall into place for me. Comic book accurate look for Venom though. Let There Be Carnage, I laughed my ass off. I do think it was a better sequel. I just think Carnage could have done a lot more. It could have been more fight sequences with the two, and they didn't do shit with I think Shriek was Naomi Harris's character's name. Then you get this shit like Morbius. Morbius was another. It was a great looking film. Jared Leto was perfect for the role. Another by the numbers origin story for an anti-hero. It just was. It was very anticlimactic. It was just kind of bland for what they could have done with the character, with a character so great and dark and just brutal as Morbius, man. um and I saw the trailer for Craven the Hunter. I was like, that shit looks badass. Aaron Taylor Johnson looks like he's going to wreck shit in that movie. Then Madam Web, when the trailer dropped, I did not do a trailer reaction for it, and one of the things that I said was, this does, and a lot of people said the same thing, man. I said that this feels like a CW TV series. I would have rather it went to streaming or some shit like that, but I said I'm going to give it a chance. Then I started seeing the reviews, and I started seeing the people online, that didn't even see the movie, or the people that were just targeting the movie before a trailer even was shown. And I felt like everybody, just because it was Sony and just because it was female led, everybody was just hating on it and not giving it a fair shot, man. So I told myself, I said the trailer didn't blow me away. I stood 10 toes down on that, but I'm still going to give it a chance. So now that I gave this a chance, this is probably one of the worst comic book movies that I've seen. And I've made it through a lot, man. I've made it through shit like Steel and Catwoman, and been disappointed overall with that Fantastic Four shit that they did a couple years back. Like, this is a bad comic book movie. It's not even just a bad comic book movie. I think this is a bad movie altogether. I'm not even going to spoil anything because it just came out, and there's actually there's people out there that you know naive like me that still have hope that this might be good. And good for y'all, man. Maybe somebody else will feel differently about it, but I'm telling y'all, I was probably maybe 10 minutes into this, and it's not really a spoiler, but Dakota Johnson and the guy from Piranha 3D and Hot Tub Time Machine 2, they're like paramedics, best friends and shit. And they're rescuing somebody near a bridge. The car goes into the water. She goes into all the different interdimensional shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And then she just wakes up and snaps out of it because she had CPR performed on her. And the guy from Hot Tub Time Machine and Piranha 3D is just like, yeah, man, I just dove in and brought you out. And, your blood pressure's this and you should go see a doctor. And I'm like, so he just is that much of a trained EMT and scuba diver, that he just dove in the water and just got her the fuck out like it was nothing. Like this movie, there's a lot of comparisons to Final Destination, and it's true as far as the premonitions go. But the premonitions in Final Destination were just that. These happen so much with these premonitions that Dakota Johnson's character has that it becomes fucking annoying. It's irritating as shit to just see the premonitions happen over and over and over. And she's like, wait, did you just say that 6 times? It reminds me of when Lisa Wilcox is running around the block in the Dream Master. For all you Nightmare on Elm Street fans out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Where she's running around, she finds Danny Hassel outside the diner, and she's like, "Come on, we have to hurry. I'm driving." And they're going to find Debbie, and they do that shit like 17 times before they realize they're going in circles and they're both asleep. It's this movie's bad, man. I would go as far as to say this movie's awful. And I was like, okay, if I can't get into Madam Web and the characters around them, like Celeste O'Connor, I wanted to like her too. I liked her character in Ghostbusters Afterlife, but they ain't giving her shit to do in this. They gave her a skateboard and Bantu knots. And that's it, man. The other two girls, they're trash, weak as fuck. The acting here is just lazy, man. There's nothing to it. Mike fucking Epps is in this movie, man. Mike fucking Epps. And the whole time I'm like, I wish he would have broke character or asked the director if he could take liberties and bring some comedy to it. But he's playing it straight. You know, he's got a wife and he's at the cookout and then he gets called into action and all this other shit. Like this movie, man, I said that if there was going to be anything I could root for, it was going to be that character that was dressed as evil Spider-Man. That motherfucker's even lame at some point. Yeah, he gets to walk on the ceiling and crawl around and get some little fight choreography here and there, but it's so underused. The character is garbage. I don't know, man. This is bad. It's really, I don't even know what to rate this, man. I want to give it like a 4 out of 10 at best. This is a below average comic book movie, man, and I really wanted to be proven wrong about this, man. I wanted to be like, see, man, this movie wasn't all that bad, man. You guys online don't know what you're talking about. No, y'all were right. Y'all were right, man. And if you follow my podcast, man, shout out to the reviewers, listeners, lovers, supporters out there, man. But if you follow the show, y'all know that sometimes I love, all the time, I love to be proven wrong, man. I do. And I will always admit when I'm wrong about movies. It's happened plenty of fucking times. This ain't one of those times. This movie's terrible, man. Oh, I wish I could just give like a whole spoiler thing. And the movie's not even worth me doing a spoiler review on the platform. Wasn't even worth 6 minutes and 35 seconds that I've wasted on this, man. Yeah, I'll give it a 4, and the 4 out of 10 is, I don't know, because there are cool ideas on paper. I didn't really mind the opening that takes place in Venezuela, and it's the origin of the spider and how Madam Web's mother and all this other shit. But they have the audacity to set this up for a sequel. Dakota Johnson, I don't even think she's a terrible actor, but I think she should lay low for a little bit. I think she should lay low for a little bit, and I think she should get a new agent. I don't think she's a terrible actress, like I said, but before we get into like Kristen Stewart territory, she should regroup. Let's go back to the drawing board and see what works and what doesn't. This movie's bad. This is a bad movie, man. And I wish they would have came out with Kraven first, Kraven the Hunter, because this movie has fucked it up for Kraven the Hunter. Now, whether that movie's good or bad, I feel like it's already a stain on Kraven the Hunter because this came, and because this is bad, everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, here we go again, man. Anybody that probably was even remotely excited for Kraven the Hunter, probably their excitement maybe has dropped. It's like an abusive fucking relationship with Sony at this point, man. I'm staying hopeful. I'm hoping that this time will be different with Kraven the Hunter, man.